Every war begins with a moral story. We're told this one is about helping the Iranian people. But when bombs start falling on cities, when water systems are destroyed, and leaders start talking about taking oil, we should probably ask a different question. Throughout modern history, wars are almost always framed in moral language, protecting civilians, defending freedom, helping people overthrow oppressive regimes. We heard similar language during the Iraq War. The idea is simple. The war isn't against the people, it's against their government. But once a war actually begins, reality tends to look very different. Modern wars rarely begin with armies fighting armies. Instead, they target the systems that make a country function: power grids, transportation networks, water infrastructure. Military planners call these dual-use targets. They support both civilian life and government operations. But here's the problem. When those systems are destroyed, the people who suffer first are almost always civilians. Now add another layer to this story. Donald Trump has previously argued the United States should keep the oil in conflict zones like Syria during the Syrian civil war. Supporters say that's just realism. If America spends blood and treasure fighting wars, why shouldn't it benefit from the resources? But critics hear something very different. They hear the language of resource geopolitics. Because if a war involves military force, control of territory, and control of natural resources, history has usually called that something else: imperial strategy. Now consider the geography. Roughly a fifth of the world's oil supply passes through the Strait of Hormuz. That makes the region one of the most strategically important energy corridors on Earth. Which raises an uncomfortable question. Is this war about helping people or controlling energy systems? For decades, American foreign policy in the Middle East has been deeply tied to energy security, oil flows, shipping routes, global economic stability. Those systems matter enormously to the world economy, but they're very different from humanitarian missions. So here's the real question. If the goal of this war is helping the Iranian people, what exactly does victory look like? Regime change? Energy security? Or something else entirely? Because if we can't clearly define victory, history suggests the war may end up defining itself.